Welcome back to another episode of On the Bench presented by the Bench Market. Pleased to be joined by Vees forward and assistant captain Luc Wilson. Willie, it was a good weekend for this team last weekend. Only one game on the schedule. That was against Trail on Friday. You scored the overtime winner in a 4-3 game that had a lot of feeling to it. Both teams obviously didn't like each other. You were part of the pod season last year when you saw that team for 10 games. Was there a lot more energy in that game than what we've seen so far throughout the first 8 games of the season, including the preseason?
I think so, yeah. I think, like you said, it was a weekend where we only had the one game, so it was all we had to focus on that week. Like you said, we played Trail 10 times last year. The animosity was there. The hate for each other was definitely there, and I thought, we've played a lot of those games, whether it be in the exhibition season or, the start of this year's season, and, we find ourselves in overtime. We tie it up late, and, it's just kind of how our team's been doing it. When times get tough, we rise to the occasion, and we've been coming out on the winning end of games, and it's been really exciting. And the fans have been doing a great job. I thought that was a great atmosphere on Friday night here, and I think we fed off that.
No better feeling than scoring an overtime winner, is there?
Yeah, you know what? I felt like a kid again. It's been a long time since I scored a goal in front of fans, and it was an electric atmosphere in here, and obviously it was a good time to get my first one.
Yeah, first time in front of Vees fans here for you to get that one as well. Let's get into your playing career and kind of where you grew up. You're a Duncan kid. You were born and raised there, and obviously spent all of your minor hockey career on the island before coming up to Penticton last year. But I'm sure that was an experience that was a good one for you. I know you got a couple of brothers as well, so I'm sure there was a lot of rough housing and a lot of hockey going on at the house.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, my dad, growing up, worked at the arena, the local arena, which is only about a 5-minute drive from my house. So growing up, we spent a lot of time at the rink. We spent a lot of time, like you said, with my brothers, whether it be rollerblading over at the school across from my house, just anything. Hockey was such a fun sport as a kid for us, and it was something we were addicted to, and couldn't be more proud of where I come from. My family's amazing. They do so much for me, and all the support I have back home is definitely something to feed off of. So Duncan's a great place to live. It's a great place to grow up, and it's a good hockey town.
You played 2 years for Cowichan Valley before you came to Penticton, and how was your first experience getting into Junior A? Obviously, you play major midget, you have a chance to get up in the ranks there, but you suit up for your hometown team. I know a team, obviously, with a dad working at the rink, a team that you watched a lot growing up. Must have been a pretty cool experience for you to join the hometown squad.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, lived away from home for 3 years, and loved every minute of that. But coming home to, my mom's home-cooked meals and just the comfort of sleeping in your bed every night and having that support of your hometown fans and especially family was something that I'll never forget, and something I've been so thankful for in my junior hockey career. It ended on an unbelievable note in Cowichan, but I'm so happy to be here in Penticton now, and really looking forward to the rest of the year here as a 20-year-old.
Yeah, and as a 19-year-old, you came to Penticton, obviously a bit of a weird year last year, not having a chance to play in front of fans, but you get into a season here with the Vees, and ever since you've come to Penticton, what's kind of been your first impressions of the city, and how have you liked it so far?
I love the city. I mean, I'm up living on the top of Skaha Lake there, so I get to overlook the lake every single day, driving into practice, and just kind of had a chance to be out in the community a little bit more. We've done a few events, gone to a few nice restaurants downtown, and I love it. I mean, it's a town where everyone's super nice. Everyone loves their hockey. They love their Vees, and it's kind of, I like to say it's similar to back home. You got your beautiful mountains, your trees, your water, and it's definitely an enjoyable place to play.
So a couple of quick questions to wrap it up. You live with goaltender Caden Lane. What's the best part about living with a goalie and the worst part about living with a goalie?
All right, I'll start off with the worst because we'll get that out of the way. I think he might be one of the messier guys on this team. I'm a little OCD when it comes to just maintenance things around the house, whether it's cleaning up towels or food plates in the morning. He loves to leave a little bit of oatmeal left in his bowl in the morning, so I'm usually responsible for cleaning that up once I get home from the rink. But when it comes to some of the good things, he loves the outdoors. He's brought me outdoors quite a lot this year, and we've had a chance to, and especially last year during the pod and even in quarantine, we'd get outside, we'd hike the mountain, whether it be, we'd hop on our bikes and go up there, we'd play pickleball. So he's really brought me outdoors. We do kayaking a lot, and credit that guy a lot for, my success this year and last year. so far, and really looking forward to the rest of the year with him.
You and Caden at the same time, pretty fashionable guys. You try and kind of push the edge when it comes to bringing suit games and stuff like that. What's your favorite accessory that you have fashion-wise?
I love my hats. I mean, maybe you can link a photo to the video here, but I love my hats, and so does Laner, and I think maybe as the season progresses here, I'll get a chance to get a few more and add to my collection.
Well, to wrap things up, we'll get a visit from our special guest to finish off with a question.
Hey Vees fans, Finn Williams here. I got a question for Willie. Willie, who do you think has the best fantasy hockey team?
I'm gonna be a little biased here.
Other than myself.
Other than yourself, okay. Well, we'll take Frank Jurasevich out of the picture right away. He likes to talk up his fantasy team, but you know what? I'll have to go with Smitty. Smitty's got the best fantasy team. He beat me week 1. I thought I had a solid squad. But he came out on top week 1, so we'll give the bump to Smitty this week.
Okay.